Hey, drunken cock fans, this is Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming from the Drunken Under Quarantine Show Season 3. Letting you all know, be warned, this is an adult show with adult themes and adult content. Very adult situations, as you will see as we get going. But if you're ready, buckle up, leave your comments. We'll be addressing them shortly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, episode 36, season 3. It's featuring GW, Foley, and myself. We got a lot to get into tonight, including some fun topics like Kevin McCarthy losing 6 times, because, you know, sometimes you just got to go out there and lose. So we'll get into that and a whole lot more coming up. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming. Welcome, as always, to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, Season 3, Episode 36. Broken resolutions, hangovers, and other topical topics. I don't know why I chose that as the title. Probably because, I'm having a beverage tonight. So Dry January starts tomorrow. So there's the first broken resolution. I'm glad we got that out of the way. And Magic will start next week. So there's number 2. Hickory is killing it so far. We got a bunch of topics to get into, including a great Waffle House fight. We got a woman covered in face tattoos. We're going to talk about AOC a little bit. And then on the after show, we're going to get into a little bit about the British Virgin Islands, Jeffrey Epstein, and some weird shit I've seen on Twitter that I can't stop looking at. So without further ado, welcoming to the spotlight stage, my man, my boy, my comrade. Please help me welcome to the show, Mr. GW Foley.
Go. If you got beef, yo, bring the ruckus. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. What is up, motherfuckers? It is Wednesday night. I don't even have my fucking phone with. Oh, I do have my phone with me. It's 8:03. Got the alert. Okay, It's 8:04, but fuck it.
You still got the alert.
Yeah, I got the alert. That's the important part. Right now, Murphy is sulking on the couch because he dragged the ball out and was playing with it so hard it went underneath the chair and he can't get it. And so instead of barking at it, he decided to sulk. And I feel so bad. Like I wanted to be like, oh, I got a few seconds, I can do it. I'm like, I don't have enough time to get his ball. I feel bad.
Poor
I'm a terrible parent. Speaking of terrible parents, I don't know.
I was so ready for that segue.
Yeah, it was a great segue. I wish I had some. I was trying, and nothing came up. I was like, "Oh, that was so good," and I failed. And that's fine. You know what? Comedy is all about trying things and see what happens. You want polished material. I get that. But sometimes you just have to try shit to see what sticks. Something good could have came out of my mouth right there, and we would have been impressed. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all. I don't want to bitch. That's my New Year's resolution. I don't want to bitch. I bitch a lot on this show, and I'm trying not to bitch. I'm trying to be positive and love life and be thankful for things instead of being negative all the time. Because we all know those negative people out there, and they just fucking suck you dry. And you're just like, bro, fucking smile. Like, yeah. Like, I wish I could be your, like, how can you be that fucking angry all the time? Fucking bitch. Anyways, that yes, I was talking about a person, but it was someone I used to work with. Like, just constantly negative. It's like, fuck you. You're a bitch. Shut up. No one wants to hear your fucking, like, cranky ass. Fucking dicks. Anyways, let's turn it over to the reason why we're here and give a big round of applause to Hickory, the drunk and underwhelming.
Woo! Yeah, we need that clap thing, Twigga. Where are you at, dude? I hope you're all right. I hope everything's okay, Twigga.
I hope he's still not hungover.
Yeah, he could be. He was pretty hammered on Saturday. We had a great time. I thank you for all joining us. We had a stellar lineup. We had great attendance to a show that went up really last minute, and I had a lot of fun, man. And of course, I know Twigga had a lot of fun, but he made it to about 10:30 Central Time.
Yeah,
and Jake did send me that great clip, which I'm totally going to sample. The clip from the show where he's like, "I'm telling you, man, I'm projecting drunk vibes." Like, yeah, we're sampling that. That's going to be a banger hook.
That's excellent.
Yeah, definitely. That was the first thing I thought when I heard it. Is I was like, "Oh shit, yep, we're making something out of that." Even if it's just a little whoopee doo to throw on the show once in a while, totally going to be worth the effort because that's hysterical. And yeah, thank you guys for who did join us. For those of you who didn't, there were some resolutions that we've already broken. But it starts next week. We'll be working on a dry January on the Drunken in the Quarantine show. Not everyone, not guests, anyone who it's entirely voluntary. But it would be good, I think. At least for me, because I need to get back to the gym and stop being so fat and eating and drinking so much. And yeah,
respect,
yes.
Body positivity.
That's right. I'm not shaming myself. It's not that I don't love myself or I don't love the way I look because I'm quite the dashing fellow. It's that I feel like a weak ass bitch regularly, and I can't squat 400 pounds anymore, and I don't like that. So we need to get back to a point where I can, because I felt a lot better about life when I knew my quads were like strong enough to kick open a car door. And you never know when you're going to end up in the water in the back seat of a car, half drunk, on meth. I mean, I haven't really worked out the vision, but there's something there. I don't know if it's a plot, or a script, or a prediction of something. Maybe it's the opposite of deja vu, like something you see in the future that will happen. Yes, there we go. I don't know. You never know. I need to be able to kick open a car door, and I
think being on meth would allow you to kick open that door easily.
Yes, but so would being able to squat 400 pounds again.
I don't want to see someone who can squat 400 pounds on meth.
See, because that's like next level. Yeah.
That's just bad juju.
On Trenbolone and meth. Anyways, we got a lot to get into tonight. Unfortunately, Twigga's not here, and we love you guys. Thank you for joining us. We do need to reach out and start getting some guests back. We had a good run twice this past year or this season, and then the rest of it's kind of been GW and I having a good time. Yeah, which I'm totally cool with. That's the Drunken Under Quarantine show. But you ready to get into the Drunken Under Quarantine show, G-Dips?
Let's fucking do this, man.
Let's do it. That is right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are GW Foley, and I'm
Hickory, the drunk and underwhelming.
yeah. Okay.
Wow, we did not rehearse that.
No, we don't rehearse anything. Show is completely raw, real, and off the cuff, just like the reactions on my channel. Which is a fun thing that I get shit for all the time on the channel, is that I don't actually watch the music video before I react to it, because then I wouldn't be reacting to it. I'd be watching it a second time, which I don't understand. A lot. It's like when people complain that a reaction video is like not concise enough or something, and I'm like, dude, it's your first reaction to the thing. It's not like I'm writing a goddamn 5-page essay on the song and coming back to you after 3 weeks of editing to present you with a full format review. I'm reacting to it in real time and enjoying it and explaining my feelings about the situation.
I miss writing papers about movies. I'm not gonna lie. There's something about it where it's just like, yay, this is fun. Anyways,
sounds like you need a, what is that? You need a Substack, G-Dubs.
A Substack?
Yeah, it's like a place for people to post and monetize their writing. So for like independent journalists, novelists, people who blogs, that type of thing. Yeah, they are the kind of the leader in the free speech category.
Okay.
And a lot of people use Substack, like all of the big like Matt Taibbi, Barry Weiss, and Glenn Greenwald, and to Styx Hexenhammer, to Carolyn Burrow-Sanko, like anyone who writes articles but isn't like owned by a firm or an independent news place. That's like a good place for publishing. And I'm pretty sure you can monetize certain things and it's not other things. You know what I mean? Like if you wanted to charge for a short book, like something, you could have free content and paid for content. And yeah, that's interesting. Speaking of paid for content, I just linked my Spring to my my YouTube channel, so there should be some merch up underneath my videos at some point in the next couple weeks, as soon as I get it all designed, finalized.
Nice.
Got a couple ideas. We got some logos coming soon for some other members of the Hickory universe. See if I can pull one up. Because they are tentative, but both MC Molasses and Kyle from Uncle Dad are working on logos this week. This is the first draft of the MC Molasses logo. Kind of simple. I liked it. It's going to go through some tweaks and some design changes before it's a thing. This one's simple and basic. This is the Kyle from Uncle Dad logo, which won't see much use. But that's because, for the most part, when he's involved, it's the traditional Uncle Dad and the Family Secret logo. So, yeah, that one I dug out from the past. That was back in like 2004, I think we developed this.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, back in the Uncle Dad days. There's some tunes up on my channel from Uncle Dad, as well as Spotify. They have 5 songs up over there, I believe.
What's your Spotify count?
That one, Spotify, Uncle Dad and the Family Secret. And then the other one is at Hickory TDAU at Spotify, or whatever it is. I have a link down in the description for most of my videos on my channel of how to get to at least the Turf Type All Elite video or song on Spotify. But yeah, that was fun. We got some productive stuff done there.
Good.
And, yeah. Anyways, we were about to move into some damn topics, and then I got all talking about myself or myselves. Anyways, let's get into the first one of the night. How the drunk is this news? There is sending a message, and then there is sending a message. This was great. Feds are suing an auto shop for paying an employee's final paycheck at 100,003 pennies, 750 dimes, 2 quarters, and a nickel. Shop owner says in an online rant, quote, "We wanted to make sure he got every penny he requested." Well done. It's published January 7th. Oh, so this was last year, but totally, that's fine. We missed it. This one needs to be covered because this is hysterical. A Georgia auto shop allegedly retaliated against a former employee by dumping over 100,000 pennies in assorted other change in the man's driveway as payment. Now the government's suing the shop, as Business Insider reports. Because they're doing so well at everything else, they should definitely take time to sue over delivery of check and pennies.
Yes.
That's totally what we should be spending tax money on right now. The whole other deal started in January 2021 at OK Walker Auto Works, Peachtree, Georgia. Andreas Flatten, an employee at the shop, never received his final paycheck of $915. In the suit, it states the owner of the shop, Miles Walker, refused to pay Flatten's last paycheck, and that's how the story landed at the Department of Labor. According to the suit, it took hours for the Department of Labor to get through to Walker to actually pay Flatten. The shop owner did eventually agree to pay the contested final check, just in pennies. From the suit, quote, "Within hours of learning that Flatten had complained to WHD about not receiving his last paycheck, defendants decided to pay Mr. Flatten in pennies. Defendant Walker stated, 'How can you make this guy realize what a disgusting example of a human being he is? You know what? I've got plenty of pennies. I'll use them.' The cherry on this move on Walker's part was placing Flatten's paycheck atop the massive amount of change. But Walker wasn't done. He then posted this fun rant on the company's website about Flatten, describing him as a subpar ex-employee. Savage. The rant is exactly as you'd expect, filled with things that will leave you at a loss for words, like Walker laying out how, quote, payment worked and claiming to know exactly how much change he gave Flatten. This is from the lawsuit. Number 1, the U.S. Department of Labor approved his payment. We specifically asked if we could pay him in cash or of any denomination. The U.S. Department of Labor stated on record they did not care how he was paid, just pay him. 2, no laws were broken. 2 law enforcement professionals were consulted beforehand, as well as a civil attorney and a criminal attorney. Number 3, there were exactly 100,003 pennies, 750 dimes, 2 quarters, and a nickel, and his pay stub in the pile. That is a lot more than what we were legally obliged to give him. Why so much more? We figured that he'd have enough intelligence to just have the pennies counted and exchanged. The most expensive change processor we could find charged 10%. We wanted to make sure he got every penny he requested. 7, pennies are cash. They're federally backed by the United States currency and are good on all debts, public and private. Everyone should know this. If you need proof, just ask Coinstar. Remember, they bought them for profit. Yeah, absolutely hysterical.
Yeah. What a douchebag, though.
Oh, it's totally a dick move, but it seems like if you talk to the Department of Labor and they're like, yeah, whatever, just pay him with anything. And now, like, they're going after this dude. I'm like, that's fucked. Like, that's I don't know. I feel like if you ask, you know what I mean? Like, you ask the people that are in charge of that law and they say, go ahead. And then, like, a month later, they're like, oh, actually, we didn't actually mean that.
I feel like it's an undue burden to get that cash or like to monetize that cash. Like,
that's true.
So that is why they're going after him, not because it's not legal tender, but you put an undue strain on being able to have functional money.
So, like, what do you think it's going to be? What do you think is like a fair penalty? He's got to pay the guy for like 2 hours of labor to take that money down and change it in a Coinstar. I mean, like, you know, like what is the damages?
That's the excellent question.
Yeah, because like it doesn't seem like this is not something that he would have sued for. This is something the government's going after somebody, probably because they've got something against that business. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, this is the government fucking with people because they've got our money to do it.
And I agree fully. I do.
I agree. It is a dick move, and it is burdensome on the guy. But on the flip side, they paid him more than he got. He kind of reimbursed it.
Yeah.
And I don't know their relationship, but yeah, it's one of those, like, this wouldn't have been a lawsuit if it was between two people. You know what I mean? It would have cost you more to sue than you would ever get in damages.
Yeah. No, I get.
Or unless you could win and maybe charge your lawyer's fees plus the $40 or whatever in damages. Sean's down in the comments. Welcome, Sean. Said, shot to the heart. It's too late. Baby, you cover up a bad name. You cannot buffalo me. The bill has come due. That was wonderful. Thank you. I'm sorry for singing. Johnny 5.0 paid $197 jaywalking ticket in pennies in Santa Barbara. Yeah, that's awesome. Good for him. And they should have to accept that because they themselves say that's the currency we're working with. So,
well, see that's get behind.
Yeah. No, it was a dick move. On the flip side, I think it's hysterical, especially if you got a free wheelbarrow.
Yeah, I don't think he did. It sounded like they dumped it into a pile in his driveway.
Oh, I don't know. I would have taken like 10 minutes to clean up. I'm just like, dump that shit in buckets and gone down to the bank.
What if you don't have enough buckets?
Good point. Then, I mean, like, nobody else is going to come along and steal that change, are they?
You'd be surprised.
I guess it depends
on the neighborhood.
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess it does depend on where this was, but who knows? Let's get right into the next one. I hope you guys are ready. It's time for a drunken, underwhelming fact check. No, AOC, 6 shots isn't enough to make any long-term congressperson unconscious. Here we have in the news, this is from Business Insider, just breaking a few hours ago. Alexander Ocasio-Cortez says Democrats would all be unconscious if they took shots every time Kevin McCarthy lost a Republican vote for Speaker. Well, I must say, well done. Well done, Miss AOC, for making a decent little shot at how poorly Kevin McCarthy's doing, which I think is hysterical myself.
Yeah.
But we're going to fact check that because I just want to be clear about what she said before we get into our fact check. GOP rep Kat Kamek suggested Democrats were drinking as Republicans struggled to elect a speaker. Rep AOC rejected that idea. Quote, if Dems took a shot every time McCarthy lost a Republican, we'd all be unconscious by now, she tweeted, which is right here. If Dems took a shot every time McCarthy lost a Republican, we'd all be unconscious by now. Now, see, the article made it sound like it was different, but her tweet. So maybe the fact check is maybe. And I'm only going to fact check because she did say every time they lost a Republican. So I guess that would be 20. Insider reported it to sound like the amount of times he lost the vote.
Yeah.
Which would have been 6. Which, fair, 6 is not enough to put down anybody in Congress, just to be fair. These people are a hard-drinking, not working kind of people. These are people that have personal drivers and work less days a year than they do work, or take off more days a year than they do work, just to be fair. But 20, I'm going to call to the panel. Is 20 shots enough to take down Nancy Pelosi? No.
Depends on what the shots are of.
That's a
if
good
it's
point.
like peppermint schnapps, no. If it's like Bacardi 151 or some moonshine.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're talking about shots, to be fair, the standard is going to be a vodka or a whiskey, right? Or maybe an 80 proof, 40%. And to be honest, I think a woman with the ability, the liver that she has, I don't think that's that much to ask out of a lot of these old bags who've been just drinking themselves silly in their office while pretending to work.
Yeah.
Sean said, I had to bring in $893 in quarters and 3 and 5 gallon buckets. It took about 20 minutes to run all the coins through the counter. Not that big a deal. He said, I would recommend 3 shots, 4 boosters. I should take her down. The booster is a nice. I don't know if you guys actually know, there is a booster in the drinks world. They have them at, I think Texas Roadhouse has them. You ever seen those, G-dubs?
No.
So you can get a margarita, and for like $3 you can get a booster, which is an additional shot that's like in a tube that's stuck in the bottom of the drink, so it like comes out as you drink it.
Okay.
And like you get an extra shot in your drink if you buy the booster. And they've had that thing for as long as I can remember. It's not like a reference to anything current. This has been since way back in the day.
Never been to Texas Roadhouse.
It's I don't have many complaints. I've liked most of the food I've had there. And was it Texas Roadhouse? I think so. I'd have to ask the wife. I'm pretty sure that's the one where they have like a meat counter at the front, basically. And if you so desire, you can choose your own steak, like while you're up there.
Oh wow.
Which is kind of cool because I like a fatty ribeye. Like
they should take it one step further and like have like videos of cows in fields.
You get to pick the one.
Yeah.
Or they send you like a live feed like 2 months beforehand, and then you get to watch it up until like 2 weeks before, and then you get to pick one. You're like, yeah, I really liked Earl. Looked kind of good in the beginning, but I'm going with Kevin.
Yes.
I think Kevin is the cow for me. And then when you get there, Kevin is in the case, and you get to pick which Kevin steak you want.
Even better. 2 days beforehand, they actually live feed the shooting of Kevin.
Yeah.
You see the little like to the back of the dome.
Yep, that would be great. Sean said the Boilermaker is very similar to that. Guinness and a shot of whiskey dropped in. Yeah, the Boilermaker, or like an Irish car bomb.
Yeah,
like the grossest thing you can drink. Yeah. I mean, I've drank a few of them, but no, I'm not much of a fan of like the drop something in a drink and drink it. Like, they should already be in there. Like, that's too much. We're getting into too much work now. The work should be on the bartender, not the patron.
Here's my thing with that is I know like bartenders need to like wash their hands every once in a while, but they don't. Like, they're handling drinks, touching glasses, like washing glasses, touching glasses again, handling money. Like, I don't want to put like a dirty ass cup in my drink.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting.
Like, that's something like from a cleanliness standpoint at home.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know my shot glasses are cleaned, polished, ready to roll. Because, well, drunk magician. There's a few things I keep in order. Most of it's not. Let's be fair. Trying to get better on that in the new year. But anyways, back to the fact check. We got distracted there for a second. Sure, Democrats have joked about eating popcorn as Republicans struggle to elect a House Speaker, but they're drawing the line on allegations of drinking alcohol, because that's the worst thing that a politician's ever been accused of. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's not like we're robbing you fucking people blind. You still cheer for us. We were drinking booze. If only, Rep AOC said of New York. And Dems took a shot every time McCarthy lost a Republican, we'd all be unconscious by now. So yeah, 20. I don't think that's doing the season ones. Ocasio-Cortez was responding to a tweet from Punchbowl News, Jake Sherman, about a comment from GOP Rep. Kat Kamek of Florida, who nominated Republican leader Kevin McCarthy for House Speaker. As of Wednesday evening, McCarthy had lost 6 House votes for Speaker. That's where I took it to mean 6 shots, to which that's not knocking any of these people out, because they are all seasoned professionals when it comes to hitting the bottle. They want us to fight each other, Kamek said. It's been so much, that much has been made clear by the popcorn and blankets and alcohols coming over there. Kamek smiled and laughed as Democrats started shouting and called for words to be stricken from the record, but rules don't exist yet. This Congress, that's hysterical. Neither do actual members of the House of Representatives. Until a House Speaker can be elected and the members sworn into office, the House is not in order. Kamek is laughing. Yeah, this is like the first time in 100 years that it hasn't been like a first vote, and most of them would be dead from alcohol poisoning. I don't think so, man. I think we got some seasoned professionals up there.
Yeah.
I bet you the halls of Congress stink like fucking stale whiskey, dude. Like I mean,
I'm sure we'd probably get one or two of them.
Maybe.
I'm fine with that.
Not enough. I mean, that's. I think most of them would just be having a good time or taking a nap. I don't think that's a big deal. I was gonna say, first time in over 100 years, a Republican majority or a partisan majority hasn't just elected a partisan leader. So history in the making. I guess the only other time something like this has happened was like right before the Civil War.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and that one took like 8 months to decide a House leader. That's how divided it was. But I don't know. G-Dubs, any thoughts on this? I know you're not like a super political dude, but what do you thought? You think this is
fuck them all?
Yeah, amen.
Fuck them all. Do something different. Do something different. Do something that's going to surprise us. Make it like fuck Kevin McCarthy. First off, he's a shit politician. So that's not working. I don't know. Is there any independents in the House?
There's got to be.
There must be. Put one of them in charge. Yeah, make sure it's from neither party. Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I would love to see. An independent that caucuses with neither caucus.
Yeah.
I mean, that won't happen, but I would love to see it happen. That would make me happy. I think it's funny that like the narrative is like these awful far-right Republicans are stopping this almost Democrat from getting elected as House Speaker of the Republican Party. You know what I mean? Like this fucking slimy corporate Kevin McCarthy's like a never Trumper corporatist who's like nothing's gonna get done.
Yeah.
Like when Kevin McCarthy is House leader, like he promised a few investigations. Like they're gonna be bullshit investigations that literally end with like, well, we looked as hard as we could, but we just couldn't find anything. You know, whereas it's like on the flip side, when the left's investigating something, it's like, oh, you didn't find evidence? You better look harder.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure is a reference to something that came out of the Twitter files the other day, actually. But I don't know. That stuff's been hard to get into. It's long, and we need like a real good breakdown, piece by piece. John said these politicians are acting like how I did when I slaughtered an entire squirrel family with a butter knife and spoon, and then I just claimed I blacked out and would never do this sober. Problem over. That poor squirrel family. Well, I'm sure you and your family were well fed, Sean, so I understand. My wife would be very upset if I called the squirrel population like that. Unless she was hungry. You know? I bet she's hungry for a couple days. She's gonna be like, yeah, I don't really care that much about the chipmunk.
Or hear me out. Cook the little sons of bitches. Like one day when she's at work and you're off, call the sons of bitches, and then cook them. Like remove the head, tail.
Yeah. Clean them up
Nice. Fillet them out, butterfly them out, and just tell her that they're fucking quail or hen.
She's weird about Cornish game hens too. because they're like a baby chicken. And I'm like, no, a baby chicken is no.
It's a small
like,
chicken.
It's like they're a chicken, right? I'm like, no, they're not really a chicken. They're a different species. They're a different breed.
Yeah.
It's like a small chicken, but they're as much a chicken as like a duck is a chicken.
Right. Oh,
they're both poultry. But yeah, no, no, they're not a small chicken. That's like full size. That's like adult size. When you get a quarter hamhead, they're adult size. They're just a small bird.
What? It's a dwarf chicken. There you go.
Yeah. You can fit a partridge in one, I think. I'm not sure. I've only had a partridge a few times, and most of the time it had a little bit of shot left in it. It was really good though. Tasty little bird.
Till you're fucking pulling BBs out and spitting them into a spittoon.
Yep, that definitely happens. I wasn't a fan, but these things got to happen. I think they're just trying to selectively pick for us what we will what will we punish them for, not for the horrible last 3 years. No, there doesn't seem to be much of that, which is why I'm saying nothing's going to happen. McCarthy gets in. You might as well, I think it sends a way bigger statement to the establishment uniparty. If 20 based ass, America first, populist, MAGA House of Representative people said, you know what, I'll vote for the fucking Democrat over Kevin McCarthy. Because it doesn't matter, because they're the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's the point. And that's where the media completely loses it, is because they're trying to tell you that the Republican Party is awful, but only because of these 20 people, not the fact that they've been fucking garbage since I was born. And it's sad. It's sad that so many people are like, no, these are the people that caused the issues. I'm like, no, McConnell and McCarthy have been running the fucking party since way before Trump got in office. And then they fought him on half the shit he was trying to do. Like, they literally blocked him for 2 years in the fucking wall. And that was Republicans doing it. That wasn't even the Democrats.
Yeah.
Literally, the Republicans were stalling him out, trying to not do that because it's not good for the uniparty plan or agenda or whatever's going on. And I do mean that, dude. I don't see the establishment Dems and the establishment GOP is anything different at this point. I watched McConnell spend money against his own party. And let's put it this way, McCarthy, if you guys had just funded where you should have and didn't fund where you shouldn't, like the $9 million they spent in elections on 2 Republicans running, there wasn't even a Democrat running in Alaska. It was 2 Republicans running against each other, and McConnell spent $9 million. They owned the seat. They could have spent that $9 million on any other race that was a bit closer, and they probably could have won over another 3 or 4 seats in either the House or a couple in the Senate. And instead, they wasted money on getting people tossed out. Like that young kid who came out about the cocaine sex parties. I don't know if you remember him.
No.
Oh,
you would think cocaine sex party, and I would be like,
yeah, and we didn't
yeah.
cover it because it was weirdly covered. Madison Cawthorn came out. Well, he was in, I think he was like a freshman House member, and he came out about how people had offered him to go to sex parties as a House member, and how he thought it was disgusting, and the media laughed at him and was like, "Oh, that doesn't happen in Washington."
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's funny. Sean brought that up. Slight change of subject. Did you see the documentary Died Suddenly? You seen it, Ginos?
No, I have not.
I watched it last night, and it's terrifying. We can get into that in the after show, though. We won't go too much into that on the normal show. Although we can, I'm pretty sure, acknowledge that it exists. It's a really interesting film. He said, I believe it's only available on online Rumble. That's where I watched it. I don't know if it's I doubt it's YouTube available. But yeah, it's kind of wild. We'll talk about it. I'll bring up some stuff with G-Dubs in the after show on that one. We get a couple topics for over there, and we'll mention that a little bit on the after because can't get real deep into it on here without saying anything that is questionable for the channel's sake.
And we don't want that.
No, we do not. So let's move into the next topic of the night. Change topics yet again. The hero we need, but not the one we deserve, doesn't have a job because she's simply too heroic. This would be an idea for an original action movie, unlike the garbage that Hollywood's putting out now. The Waffle House Avenger claims she was blacklisted by the company following her viral chair video. The Waffle House Avenger, a woman whose skillful chair deflection in a restaurant brawl has gone viral, revealed that she's been blacklisted by the company and can't work at Waffle House ever again. Few videos in 2022 have had the viral impact that can rival that of the Waffle House brawl. An event that saw Waffle House Avenger deflect a chair while restaurant patrons threw anything they could get their hands on her. The woman named Haley recorded a 20-minute video telling her side of the story and recounting the events of that evening in detail, giving people an idea what happened before, during, and after the fight. An in-depth description of exactly what happened the night Haley revealed that she'd been blacklisted by Waffle House and can't ever work at Waffle House again. Quick reaction time and dexterity gained through thousands upon thousands of hours working at Waffle House over a 4-year stay with the company. The Waffle House Avenger managed to deflect a chair thrown at her by a patron, which we'll get into. We'll pull up this video. Yeah. So I don't think I have audio on for.
I can't hear it.
Yeah. And we don't have audio on, but there's clearly a disturbance going on here between a group of patrons, and it gets real out of hand real fast right here. Yep, he's up on the counter. Threatened to throw a coffee pot at her right there. Oh, yeah. Dude, I wish we had a Waffle House. That's what this makes me wish.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there late at night, though.
Me neither, but this is hysterical. Oh, yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, we got like a real brawl going on over here right now. This is awesome. Down in the comment section, can we queue up any snippets? What do you mean, Sean?
Of the movie.
Oh. I guess I could, but I don't know exactly where I'd go. There's a lot of really interesting stuff in there. We can definitely discuss it more on Rumple. Matt Wood said Warak, which is something I learned about this morning. G-Dubs, have you heard of Warak?
No,
They're a group of rappers from Rhode Island. I watched a video by them this morning and laughed my ass off, and then Matt sent me a bunch more stuff of theirs, but apparently they call their little town, it's called War something, so they call it Warak. Jason said, that looks like late night at Denny's. Oh, the kicker was Warak apparently incited a riot at a BLM protest and got declared officially on the gang list or something like that. And I have the article I can reference here in a minute, but we got to finish watching this fight. Okay, I think we should hold on. Let me stop it so I can add some audio because there's some fun shit going on over here. Yeah, that's going crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Matt said Warwick, Rhode Island. So they call it Warak, like Iraq, like Chirac.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. But there are a bunch of kids who have different levels of artistic ability when it comes to rapping. It's kind of funny. Laughing face. Yes. And this is hysterical, but our awesome chair part's yet to come. So let's go. Just wild, dude. Like, yeah, this fight is insane. It almost looks like a mosh pit. It's just so it's like a bad pit, like where everyone's too tight and can't move, and they're all just kind of like pushing up against each other. But it's like only 7 people. It's pretty phenomenal. I'm enjoying this. Hell yeah.
Yo! Hey, all y'all need to start trading. No bullshit. So y'all ain't gotta deal with shit like that. Yo! All of that. Yo, y'all better than that, man. Come on, man.
I love this guy. Like, yeah, no, you're better than that. Like, don't do this. You guys are being idiots. Like,
are they better than that though?
Maybe not.
We're supposed to be supporting each other, man. Come on, man. Yo, they still.
Oh, I caught it right at the perfect point.
That's beautiful.
Matt said no holds barred match. Yeah, it's anything goes in this arena, my friend. It's there's some hardcore title shit going on. Jason said shit, I would have used a frying pan. I think they already broke all the coffee urns. They were chucking those at people earlier. Like, I don't know who was to blame for this fight, and quite frankly, I don't care. It's hysterical. Yeah, no, I probably would have fired all these people too. And we're like, what? You didn't just call the cops and leave? Like, that's what I would have done. Like, I kind of like my job. People start throwing chairs at me, dude, I'm out. Like, I don't need it that bad. Yeah, Matt said it right. We all win this fight.
Yeah,
that's 100% agreed, my friends. I think the real winners were us. Okay, let's go back just a smidgen. See the chair throw? Okay, that's the first chair right here. Second chair's incoming. You ready? Owned it, dude. Like, one more time. Oh, I lied. One more time. That was so good. Yep, just fucking throws it to the ground. Like,
that's fucking beautiful.
It was she nailed it, man. That could have been pretty bad, but she was in the right spot at the right time. John Putt said people start from inside of the walk-in cooler with the rest of the crew until the cops get there. Stare at them. Matt said, woohoo. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do is grab a knife and a pan and go hide in the cooler until the cops get there. Because, like, I don't get paid enough to deal with that shit. I don't get paid enough to have to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
And I don't get paid enough to get hurt myself. But mostly, I don't want to have to hurt anyone and then, like, regret it later. Is that it's not even really about me. It's that, like, I don't want to have to, like, have those feelings of, like, oh, I got attacked and I hurt somebody at work because I care too much about what work owns. I said I'm the dude filming it though. Yeah, and I like this guy because he's not like right up in it, which is an issue with like a lot of people filming when shit like this or like police encounters go down. Like, back off a little bit. You can still get a decent shot without like getting in swinging range. Or whenever I see like somebody filming real up close of somebody struggling with the cops, is I'm always like, if something goes wrong, you're real close to the line of fire, dude. like,
I say fuck it. Just get right in there. And if something happens, you're on your own.
Yeah, but the sad part is they're not. It would be like, you know, if somebody gets in the middle of a cop fight and that cop hurts that person, like, it's going to be on that poor cop that was, you know, dealing with their own shit. John said, and poor cop, F12 for the record. I tried to remove, I just feel bad for the individual person who gets railroaded like that, not police in general. I tried to remove that voice activated software, went nuts. That's okay. Yeah, fair enough. That's why Sean says a lot of interesting words in the chat sometimes. We're like, what's he trying to say? I don't know.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. You wildin'. Yo, chill. You about to go to jail.
Just like full on WWE mode, dude. Like fucking bring it. That's what White Chick is doing right now.
Yeah.
Fucking bring it.
Chill. We're about to go to jail. You wildin'.
I love this guy too. Like so matter of fact about it. Y'all about to go to jail.
It's true.
I mean, he's not wrong. Like it's funny that the voice of reason is the guy yelling over everyone. Like that's not usually how it goes. But somehow, in some way, this guy filming.
But he's still filming.
Well,
So
yeah, because I mean, he's got 1.9 million Twitter views. Why would you have not filmed? This is prime content right here. And I'm not just talking us reacting to it. This is on its own is prime content. We're just adding to the magic.
Y'all wildin', bro.
I don't know what he said there, but I think it was I'm from Texas. I don't know. I know it ended with a word that we can't say.
Can we just go back to that for a sec and look at the fucking t-shirt that guy's wearing, which is
this
fucking
last
awesome.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's wearing a goose shirt.
Yes.
That's pretty dope.
That is a dope ass t-shirt.
Amazing. Oh.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Just brings a tear to my eye.
Thank you for the amazing times 2022. Move right into the next one. There we go. Remember, kids, tattoos are mostly permanent. We got this one, New York Post. Oh, I stopped the screen share completely like a dum-dum. Face tatted woman from viral mugshots reveals dramatic makeover. This is post January 3rd. There's a video here, but we'll go down and look at some photos. An Ohio woman whose mugshots went viral for her spooky spell skeleton and cobweb face tattoos has unveiled a traumatic. Oops, Freudian slip. A dramatic. I said traumatic. A dramatic transformation after undergoing grueling laser treatments to remove the ink. Alyssa Zabrowski, 31, first made headlines in December 2018 after she was arrested in Ohio on charges of shoplifting and drug possession. Her booking photo showed her forehead covered with a spiderweb tattoo, along with the Day of the Dead inspired skull designs around her eyes, cheeks, nose, and lips. In April 2019, Zabrowski and her macabre ink were back in the news after she was picked up by police again. And now, more than 3 years later, Zabrowski has turned her life around after completing a drug court program and rehabilitation. I guess it does work once in a while. As part of her recovery process, she had decided to get rid of all her face tattoos in a bid to forget about an ex-boyfriend. I think the around the eye makeup looks pretty, or tattoos look pretty dope right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if I'd get rid of those. Like, I definitely get rid of the cobweb. But like the around the eyes kind of actually look cool, other than the fact that her nose is still green.
Well, she has a shit ton of makeup on.
Oh, okay.
So she could actually cover some of that up. Like, I don't know if it's a color or what, but like movies and stuff to hide tattoos, do like an orange paint over it, and then do like normal makeup, and it covers it up. So she's just terrible at her job at doing makeup.
Matt said, wait, what? What about tattoos being permanent? Yeah, that's the thing still. They're not permanent. That's what I'm saying. They're like semi-permanent, I guess.
Mostly permanent.
Mostly permanent. Because they do fade. And but yeah, and you can kind of remove them. Not really. But yeah, I like the around the eye ones. Those are kind of cool. At least with that amount of makeup on. I have no idea, what it looks like au naturel. It's probably a completely different beast. Oh, the goose shirt. Yeah, I get it. Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Okay. Oh. The goose shirt. Yeah, dude, it was a dope shirt. That was cool. A goose from Top Gun. Sean said, I believe Sherman Williams could come up with a covering paint indoors, outdoors, perhaps. Yeah. Sherman Williams tattoo cover. This is what she did look like. Quite the winner. Yeah, the goose shirt was dope. Nebraska's mugshot. This is 2018. A hell of a piece of work she has here. Whatever 12-year-old tattooed this girl, props to them. They did a great job. What do you think, G-Dubs?
I don't like it. It looks like she has dicks on her face.
Kind of. Yeah. Or like I kind of saying a Squidward thing too.
Yeah.
Like the nose has got like a Squidward vibe to it.
Like yeah. Like I like further down in the article where she's like, my boyfriend did it to make sure I'm not attractive to other women or other men. I'm like,
and now he's your ex. Sean said, I knew when I left her she'd go crazy, but this is ridiculous. Yeah, Sean, it's all your fault, dude. You shouldn't be breaking the heart of trashy broads like this. And we wouldn't be in this situation. Matt said that had to hurt a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I'm not even willing to say it was completely consensual. We'll get into that later in the article. Zabrowski said that she had agreed to acquire the grim body art more than 4 years ago while in a toxic relationship with her then partner, who at the time was in a gang that she wanted to join because she makes good decisions. To become part of the group, the boyfriend told her she needed to get face tattoos because good decisions.
yeah.
The woman went under the needle during 2 arduous sessions in June 2018, from which she emerged looking like the stuff of nightmares, reported Kennedy News. Zabrowski found herself in police custody 3 times in 6 months, including one incident with her ex that resulted in a short police chase, which they blamed on him needing the bathroom. After undergoing rehabilitation, Zabrowski became desperate to permanently get rid of the tattoos, so she turned to a Texas-based charity called Ink Initiative, which helps people remove undesired body art to get a fresh, free start of stigma. Yeah, she's got a shitty neck tattoo. She at least looks a little more healthy in this one. Like that one, she's like those cheeks are a lot more sucked in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this one, at least she looks like she's been like eating proper. Matt said, I wouldn't mess with her. Her pain threshold is an 11 out of 10. Yeah, but I'm told that about that, women have higher pain thresholds. Right? That's what I keep getting told. My wife thinks that's true anyways. I don't know if that's true. I'm not a woman.
How do you gauge that?
I think there is a formal pain gauge. There's a method, and it's like a thing that pinches the skin against your spine at a certain pressure in a certain spot, and it's like the same on everyone. I only remember that because I saw it on Stanley's Superhumans. You remember that show?
Yeah.
And there was a guy who didn't feel pain, and they tested it on him, and it like maxed out, and he was just like, "What's going on?" But yeah, like there's a special gauge. There is a pain gauge. Who knows if it's like accurate? For all I know, it's as reliable as a lie detector.
Sounds like a good name for my Johnson, the pain gauge.
Ooh, I like that. I have seen worse face tattoos than this. Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, no, there's some horrible ones out there.
I mean, I'm not saying this one's good though. It's still, it looks like a child did it. It definitely looks like a 12-year-old do this. And I'm not disrespecting any gang member tattoo artist that would hunt me down for ragging on his work. I am but a lowly drunk magician. All I'm saying is that I feel like I've never done a tattoo in my life, and I could have come up with a better design. It's kind of boring. Sean said, I kind of like that biohazard stamp on her throat. Yeah, I would have done it a little bit lower though.
I wouldn't do it on my fucking throat.
Yeah, no, like center
Fuck
chest would
that.
have been fine. Sean said, if a baby can fall out of a woman's threshold, you wouldn't think she was designed to take. You wouldn't think she was designed to take. No, but they are because the baby comes out of the threshold.
Is that what we're calling vaginas now?
No, I don't know. I just thought it was funny because that's what I thought he meant. So I don't know. With support from her family and her new partner, with whom she is in the healthiest relationship she's ever been in, Zabrowski said she's documenting her.
That's hard.
Yeah, I feel like there's a pretty low threshold for that one. Yeah, see, it was a callback. Zabrowski has been documenting her ink removal's journey on social media, because why wouldn't you? Looking at these pictures, I just feel disappointed in myself, she said, the viral Munch Cox. But I have to remember that I hadn't worked on myself or tried to learn how to love myself like I have now, because that's something you should totally have to work on. And then I feel proud because change is possible and healing and learning new things are possible. I like being able to look back and see my personal growth. I went from a chick who got face tattoos for my dumb asshole of a boyfriend to join a gang to a chick who regrets her decisions. So that is quite the growth. Threshold is what we're calling bum holes now. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you for the clarification, Matt. I do like that. That's why my wife didn't want to carry me across the threshold after we got married, I suppose. I told her I saved it just for her, but she wasn't interested in my threshold.
So what does it mean if you have a high threshold?
Well, it's just slightly higher up, Low threshold is closer to the taint.
The higher one's closer to the coccyx.
Yeah, Wood said it's science. Yeah, I agree. You can't argue the science. Despite sporting tattoos all over her body, heavy machinery worker Zabrowski only wants to remove the ones on her face and hands due to an association of them with her ex. While she said he had pushed her to get new ink and even picking out the dead of the dead design. They, of course, get a copy editor. God damn it. Initially, I said no, and they just keep talking about it. Now I believe it was so nobody else. I believe it was so nobody else would want me. The Ohio woman added that while she was in jail, her then boyfriend visited her only twice. I have to think about that every time I look in the mirror, she said. I started healing mentally from all the stuff I went through with him. So that's her looking a little healthy. That's her with is that before?
No, she has makeup on.
Like a lot of makeup on.
Yeah, because if you look at her forehead.
Oh, yeah, you can still see a little line over here.
Yeah, and her nose is dark.
Started the grueling de-inking process in October of 2019 to Pittsburgh Removery as part of the quest to feel normal, and she regarded as such by those around her. I go into a store and people stare at me. It makes me uncomfortable, she said in a testimonial shared on the Tattoo Removal Clinic's website. I want to be looked at like a normal person. I live my life just like everybody else. Zabrowski was told she needed a dozen 20-minute sessions to clear up her face. When I first started going, they did my cheeks, forehead, and hands because like a tattoo, your body can only heal so much at once, she explained. Now the cheeks are gone, but we haven't started around the mouth yet. Zabrowski said the process of removing the ink from the nose was especially painful. The initial pain from the laser I would relate to having a rubber band snapped against your skin. That's what the laser feels like, and then afterwards it's sore for 30 minutes, she said. It welts up afterwards, and there's some pain, almost like if you spilt oil from the stove on your hand. That's the closest I can compare to what it feels like on my hands. Becca, a removery technician who's been working with Zabrowski, stated on the business website that she initially was intimidated by her client's appearance. I've never seen so many tattoos on someone's face, she said. We didn't know what her background was, why she went to jail, but Becca said she soon to discover the 31-year-old was sweet and funny. As the tattoos get blasted off her skin, Zabrowski says she's now accepted the face and hopes that being honest about her experience will help others in similar situation. For a very long time, I feel like I wasn't free. Like I had to live a certain way because of things, how they were going with my life in addiction and self-harm, Zabrowski said in the testimonial. Now I feel like I don't have to live that anymore. I can just live my life. I'm free. Yeah. Craziness, man. That's
good
Sean,
for her.
Sean said this will stop nobody from getting a face tattoo. Yeah, 100% agreed. But Jason said on a different subject, is Twigga okay? We're hoping so. I haven't talked to him. I messaged him a couple times, but he was active after New Year's Eve, so I'm hoping. That was got a blank comment. I wonder if that means Facebook said no. You know what I mean?
I doubt Matt would say something that was Facebook offensive.
No, me too, but it could have. I don't know. I also don't know how you send a blank message
Are
or comment. Like, can you do a space and?
we trying?
I tried, but StreamYard wouldn't do it. Deliver failure wasn't available to avoid it. I don't know. Oh, Jason said it was a pic. Was it like a GIF? Okay, that would make sense. Yeah, I can't bring those up. Let's see. We got one more silly one before we get into the after show. Hope you guys are ready. Woman gets upset after trying to feed fake ducks. G-Dubs sent me this one. It was pretty funny. This was from December 4th. Woman tries to feed decoy ducks, snaps on hunters when she realizes they're fake. Yeah, Seer woman. On this planet, you have stupid people, and yeah, have dumb people. No comments are undergoing. Yeah, Matt said, yeah, I tried to send a pic with a laughing face. Okay, we were just scared. Like, I didn't know what it meant. I've never seen a blank message on StreamYard, so.
But now we know, and no one's
thank
have
you.
to battle.
A couple of buddies were out duck hunting and set up a number of decoy ducks to help draw on live ducks. However, their hunt was briefly disrupted by this granny who decided to walk out to the shore and feed the ducks some bread. I know you're probably thinking she's a cute little clueless grandma who just wanted to feed the ducks, and you'd be sort of right. She is a clueless granny. So when the hunters politely tell the woman the ducks aren't real and not to feed them in a designated hunting area, she goes full-blown Karen on them, calling them murderers who should get their ducks at Wegmans, like the ducks at the grocery store just magically appeared on the shelf. Probably both pissed off and a bit embarrassed for not realizing that the ducks were decoys, she storms off. The boys, along with their trustworthy hunting pup, go back to work. The caption says, "You can't make this shit up." You can't hear that, can you?
I can't.
Okay, I forgot to share the volume. Sorry. She said, they're like, please don't feed those. And she says, why? And they say, because that's baiting inside a designated hunting area. And she says, what? And he's like, no, those ducks are fake. And she's like, those ducks are fake. These ducks are real. And they're like, no, all the ducks are fake. She's like actively arguing. Share it with audio so I don't have to translate. Here's an idea, right, Hickory?
They're not real dogs. They're all fake. They're not real ducks,
They're
man.
not real ducks.
Those are up there.
You spend all that money just to murder a duck that to you?
We eat them.
You spent all that money to murder a duck that didn't do anything to you. Amazing.
I guess it could be worse. They could be spending it on meth.
It's like when hunters shoot a fake deer. Yeah, love that. Usually because it means they're getting popped.
Yeah.
Birds aren't real. Amen. Best conspiracy ever. They're real fake ducks. I'm going to grab a beer. You good for a sec, G-Dubs?
Yeah. So now is the time to come in with your comments so I can actually interact with the audience because we don't do that a lot. That's not true. We do all the time. I just don't know anymore. Like, I don't get the whole fake duck thing. Or fake birds. Birds aren't real. Like, I mean, I get it, but it makes me go are you into are you for real? Like you're fucking around, right? I hate when people try to fuck with me and say something really stupid because I don't know if they're serious or not. And that's the scary part. Like, man, there's been times some people have said some shit to me where I'm just like, you're fucking with me, right? Yeah. See, like flat earthers. I don't get flat earthers, man. I don't get it. Flat earthers are an interesting breed. Like, how do you, like, other short of taking them into a fucking rocket into space, like how and that's a great question, Jason. Isn't that the case with some comedians? Yeah. There's a lot of people where I'm like, I don't know, like, if you're fucking with me or you're really that stupid. That is, we were talking about birds and birds not being real.
Well, it started as a purposely fake conspiracy to be funny and then became a real one, like a lot of them, I guess.
But
what I understand.
How do you not like how do you believe that shit?
Because a lot of people are too lazy to prove it to themselves that they're real. So it's easy because people are gullible. I don't know. I do want to say, Matt said, I'm not sure about that either, like flat earthers. And I will prove to you in like 3 basic sentences that the earth is flat, my friend. You ready? The earth surface is covered in what? 70% water. Or 70% ocean. Those oceans are comprised of water. That water is not sparkling. Therefore, the earth is flat. Boom. Argument over, my friends.
It's
a lot. You can't deny the logic.
No.
That's how I win my flat earth arguments. So, well, there are some dumb comedians in the New England area. Yes.
There's dumb comedians everywhere. Like that is not like just a New England thing. Like, I have met some dumb comedians from all over the place.
Real question, is there more dumb comedians or sleazy comedians in the New England area? I'm not sure. It's a tough one. Sean said taco box, nothing but hucklebox. Don't believe a word of it. Hucklebox?
Hucklebox. I'd rather have a taco box.
If the earth was flat, cats would have knocked all the stuff off it by now. I know, but that's why there's water on the outside, is because the cats are scared of water. That isn't flat, obviously flat water. Not sparkling. 50-50. That's probably fair. 50-50 sleazy to dumb. Okay, let's see what this woman's last couple rantings on ducks.
I do want to know where do I sit on the sleazy to dumb ratio.
Sean said, "Oh no, was that alcohol abuse?" No, that alcohol's been gone for a while.
Yeah, no, it's I'm saving these 4-pack holsters for Hickory so he can make a table.
Yeah, we're gonna build a really, really expensive really expensive table, because that much resin is gonna be fucking insanely expensive. It's gonna be awesome. Matt said, did you see the flat earther that proved himself wrong? No. Did he have fans all over the globe? I don't know.
Ooh.
You're neither, GW.
Oh,
that's nice.
I disagree with that. I would consider myself sleazy. Like, not intentionally sleazy, but you know, I got sleazy tendencies.
He should. Oh, Matt said, I'll send you the link. I was going to say, I've seen a lot of debates where they do it because it's hysterical. Which is why I always argue for it, because you can't prove that the earth is sparkling. John said, but being bada bang, butter boom, drum roll. Yes, that's what G-Dubs did for me. He's a solid friend. After I proved that the earth is flat.
Yeah.
Undeniably. Anyways, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be clipped when whenever I end up blowing up, if ever. Like, oh, Hickory, drunk conspiracy theorist.
That's
Promotes theory that Earth is flat because the oceans don't bubble. Not yet, they don't.
Give it time.
Yeah, you just wait, my friends. There'll be a time.
And that's not necessarily true either. Like when the natural gas pipeline erupted.
That's true. There was quite a bit of bubbling over there in the Black Sea.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was sparkling water.
Which is interesting. Speaking of which, we've never come to a decision on who did that.
Oh, no, we just swept it under the rug.
Stop asking questions, Hickory. You don't want to end up on a watch list.
Yeah. 1, 2, Clinton's coming for you.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Patriot Acts. We appreciate you for being here and watching the show. We love you guys. Thank you for the 3 feds and Sean that show up every week. The show. I appreciate you guys. We know your numbers don't show up in the counter, but we know you're there. That's what really matters, is that that you guys are here for us. John said it's official. We live in a fart bubble from the planet Uranus. It floats around the universe hoping to get popped. It's very possible. It's not a worse theory than flat Earth.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that's right. We don't need a soundboard for that. We got GW on demand.
Dude, I ate a box of taquitos for lunch today, and
that sounds delicious.
It was too much. It was too much. I had 15 of them. And like, I just feel disgusting now. And I'm farting like a champ.
But that's all I got on the regular portion. We're gonna head on over to the after show. G-Dubs, you got anything you want to get off your chest before we get out of here, sir?
I ain't got shit.
Fair enough, my friend.
But I got farts.
That's fair. And some good ones. Some good farts. Not the crappy kind.
No, that did not bring friends.
No. I do hope you guys enjoyed the new thumbnails. You guys have any ideas or want to pitch anything for your thumbnails for the future, how we can improve them? Let me know. Do they grab your eye? I'm sure they could be better, but that was one thought. So let us know. Oh shit, we got comments to go before we go. Yeah, Matt said, "Oh man." Jason said, "Ass of fire." That's right. It's so hot. Matt said, "Fried mac and cheese for me." That sounds delicious.
That's a good choice. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, Sean said, "Let's fumble in the rumble." Yeah, we got some interesting topics over there. Obviously, love is like a fart. If you force it, it might be shit. Yes. It usually stinks a little funny under the covers too. That's another similarity that love has to farts. But we got some interesting topics over in the after show. We're going to be talking about trans canine and also Epstein, the British Virgin Islands. So if you guys are interested in that, as well as Sean brought up Died Suddenly. So we'll touch on that, talk about it for a second. Probably not too much until either G-Dubs sees it himself or we have a guest on that wants to chat about it. But just mostly because I don't think we could talk about it on here yet. But it is a thing. So, if you want to see what opinions are out there, I'm not saying I agree with any of them. It's worth a watch for yourself because some interesting, weird shit in there and some shit that no matter who you are, should be investigated at the very least to figure out what is causing issues going on right now. But anyways, that's all I got. Signing out for Mr. GW Foley. I am, of course, Hickory, the Drunk and Underwhelming. Thank you guys for joining us. This has been the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, Season 3, Episode 36, regular show. We're about to get over in the after show. Check us out over there, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, Drunk Magician out. Remember, stay drunk, stay underwhelming. Most importantly, stay sane. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers.
Are you saying you want to show me your tits? This is a weird show.